High Sheriff, Lord Mayor, distinguished guests, councillors, ladies and gentlemen, a toast to Barnstaple Fair proposed by Mr. Keith Carroll of the Showman's Guild. Sir.
Your fair has over 1,000 years of history. I don't know of any other fair that can rival that type of history. We have some fairs that's maybe 800, 900 years old, but to have over 1,000 years of history is absolutely fantastic. And to see it being supported still in the way that it is by the local people is absolutely fantastic. You have to remember that this fair is not the Showman's Fair. We bring the rides and the equipment, but it's not our fair. But it's also not the council's fair. They supply the land that we go on. The fair is the people's fair. The people of Barnstaple, it's their right to have their fair annually, and as I said, they support it very well. So I do think that this fair will go on for many years to come. So I'd ask you all to please rise and join me in a toast. The toast is Barnstaple Fair.
A response by the Deputy Lord Lieutenant, Mr. Mark Parker. Sir.
The National Fairground and Circus Archive at Sheffield University acknowledges that Barnstaple Fair is, as we've already heard, one of the oldest in the country, with its origins dating back to 930 AD, which means the people of North Devon have been enjoying all the fun of the fair for well over 1,000 years. And he looks so young. The only institutions older that I can work out is the monarchy and the church. It's a pretty impressive group. Research also shows that fairs have changed over the centuries from a marketplace for trading goods and animals into the modern fun fair that so many of us enjoy today. National Treasurer, thank you and your members for showing us how it's done. And here's to the next 1,000 years. The next 1,000 years.
1,000 years.
A toast to the prosperity of Barnstaple, proposed by Councillor Joe Pepper. Sir.
Barnstaple has much to offer residents, visitors and workers. We have seen over recent years the town expand on both sides of the River Tall, featuring a wide selection of major national retailers, independent shops and industry. The large amount of visitors Barnstaple and North Devon attracts prove we're one of the best areas to visit in the country. Therefore, I would ask you to raise your glasses, and it gives me great pleasure to propose the toast to the prosperity of Barnstaple and North Devon. Prosperity of Barnstaple.
A response by Miss Emily Watchell.
So when we're thinking about the prosperity of tomorrow for Barnstaple, I want us to think about the prosperity of yesteryear. Because look at what your wonderful town has achieved. Look at how wonderful your town is. As we've heard, you almost uniquely have a continuous 1,000 years or more of history. You were a Saxon borough, one of the earliest in the entire nation. You have a Norman castle. You've got surviving medieval townhouses on your high street. Your 17th century merchants travelled to Seville, to the New World, to India. You've been all over the world. People from Barnstaple have done great things. You have an elegant Georgian promenade waterfront. You've got grand Victorian civic buildings. And your forebears knew that they had to build for the future that they wanted. So they built this Grecian classical masterpiece, linking back to the immortality of the ancients, but they're building for prosperity here. They're building the beautiful pannier market, the corn market, Butcher's Row. And they knew that the secret to Barnstable's success, the secret of prosperity, has always been here, because it's you, it's people, it's to the prosperity of Barnstaple.
It goes to all guests, proposed by the Mayor of Barnstaple, Councillor Ian Roon. Sir.
You see, this ancient fair proclamation is a way for our town to celebrate its heritage. All the hard work all year round, not just today. Every individual in this room, in your own way, will be contributing to our town a special place so we can come together at this ancient fair proclamation to celebrate all your achievements throughout the year and into the future. To our guests who make Barnstaple the place it is, our guests.
All persons are commanded to keep silent while the Mayor's proclamation is being read. Sir.
The Mayor of Barnstaple doth hereby give notice that there is a free fair within the town for all manner of persons to buy and sell within the same, which fair begins on Wednesday the 19th and shall continue until 12 o'clock on the night of Friday next, the 22nd instant, during which time the Mayor chargeth and commandeth, on Her Majesty's behalf, all manner of persons repairing to this town and fair to keep the Queen's peace, and that all buyers and sellers do deal justly and truly, and do use true weights and measures, and that they duly pay their tolls, stallages, and other duties upon pain that shall fall thereon. And if any offences, injury, or wrong shall be committed or done by or to any person or persons within the town fair and liberty, the same shall be redressed according to justice and the laws of the realm. Dated this 19th day of September 2018. God save the Queen.
God save the Queen.
Oyez! 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 All persons are commanded to keep silent while the Mayor's proclamation is being read. Sir.
The Mayor of Barnstaple doth hereby give notice that there is a free fair within the town for all manner of persons to buy and sell within the same.
All persons are commanded to keep silent while the Mayor's proclamation is being read. Sir.
The Mayor chargeth and commandeth, on Her Majesty's behalf, all manner of persons repairing to this town and fair to keep the Queen's peace, and that all buyers and sellers do deal justly and truly, and do use true weights and measures, and that the Mayor of Barnstaple doth hereby give notice that there is a free fair within the town for all manner of persons to buy and sell within the same, to keep the Queen's peace, and that all buyers and sellers do deal justly and truly. Dated this 19th day of September 2018.